This now started. Okay, we're going to continue with our Akdama in Otzrot Chaim. B'ezrat Hashem, b'zchut halimud hazeh, may Hashem bless the whole Am Yisrael. Let all the wars be B'ezrat Hashem limatek et adin. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gam et kol hachatufim v'chatufot. The people that kidnapped should return to their house, to the homes with the tranquility and the happiness and the peace, B'ezrat Hashem. And she will see the Mashiach with not with the pain, with suffering, with the happiness and the joy. So we continue in Otzrot Chaim in a Peticha Ktsara. V'nei b'shem etzem HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So last time we left off in page 53 in Od Gimel. Od Gimel. You could share it. You both of you could share it. We have, I think, another set books.
No more.
No more?
Shmira.
והנה בשם עצם של הקדוש ברוך הוא שם י' K Vav K. So הקדוש ברוך הוא, he says you have a Shem which is י' K Vav K. Okay. באלו אותיות נרמוזות כל 10 ספירות באופן זה. In these 10 ספירות we're gonna have remez of י' K Vav K and a 10 ספירות. How is it possible? קוצו של הי' של השם הוויה נרמוז הכתר שהוא ערך אנפין. It says kotzo shel yud, which is you have a yud and you have a kotzo shel yud. This is going to be for you keter, which is called in a sfira, in a arich ampin, in a partzuf. Ba'od yud deshem havaya nirmez b'chokhma. Od yud chokhma. Nikred Abba. Also at the same time called Abba. Ba'od hey rishona v'shem havaya nirmez bina nikra ima. Hey, which is the first hey, it's called bina, which is in a parzuf called Ima. Ba'od vav nirmezet shesh sfirot shem chesed gurat feret netzach od isod. In a vav you have 6 sfirot. How does the 6 sfirot? Chesed gurat feret netzach od isod. This is called 6 sfirot. Vav represents the 6 sfirot. Shem shisha ketzuvot, and has the 6 corners. Nikraim yachat partzuf zerampin. It's also called zerampin. Zerampin, which just means small face. Zerampin also means, in a short version, za. Okay? Ba'od hei achrona deshem havaya nirmezet malchut shiu shchina nikret nukva deza. Od hei, which is from Yud K Vav K. You have a hei achrona, ze nikra shchina, ze nikra nukva de zerampin. So far, so good. So in a Yud K Vav K, we're going to have 10 sfirot. Kotzeh the Yud is going to be Keter, Yud is going to be Chochma, Vav is, Hey is going to be Bina, Vav is going to be Shesh sfirot, which is 6 sfirot, is going to be Chesed, Gurat, Feret, Netzachot, Isod. The last one is going to be the Hey Achrona, is going to be Malchut, which is considered also Zerampim V'Nukva. Also, they interact with the Chamesh Partzufim, which just means 5 builders, which is Kotzeh the Yud is going to be Arich, Yud is going to be Abba, Vav is going to be Zerampin. We missed the Hey, right? The Hey is going to be Ima, which is going to be Bina. Vav is going to be Zerampin, which is going to be Chesed, Gurat, Feret, Netzach, Od, Yisod. Malchut is going to be Hey Achrona, Nukvia Deza. Also is going to be called B'Shem Shechina. Right? So far so good. So all these, as we explained before in the previous, all these tinorot, which just means the pipes, how the shefa comes to this world. So any mitzvah that we do, or anything, like I said it before, anything that we do, we're going to able to lamshich, which just means to draw. All our job in this world to draw. All we're doing is drawing. All the time. Drawing and giving. Drawing and giving. That's what's going to happen. Veda, he says to know, we're all dalit right now, כי כל עוד ועוד השם הוויה יוצאת ממנו כולל בהוויה אחת שלמה שבהם שפרש בהם בכין המילואים שבהם. So he says, Yud K Vav K, you have in a miluim, which is means in a spelling. So what's a spelling? So Yud K Vav K, you're going to spell it in a 4 ways, which is means Avsak Ma Ben. The way you're going to spell it, it's called by Yudin, by Alpin, by Hehin, and that's it. So first you're going to have Yudin, which just means Yud Vav Dalit, Hey Yud, Vav Yud Vav, Hey Yud, is considered Av, which just means another Shem Havaya. Bimilui. No, Ayin Bet is something else, Av is something else. Ayin Bet Atvan, which just means that come from Vayisa, Vayavo, Vayet. this Ayin Bet Shemot. This not Ayin Bet Shemot. So it's Hashem Havaya Bamilui Yud K Vav K Bamilui Yudin, which just means Yud Vav Dalet. Hey Yud, as you see it like this. Bamilui Yudin Yud Vav Dalet. Hey Yud Vav. Hey Yud. K'misparam Gimatria Av. So when you say Av and Ayin Bet Atvan, it's two different things. When you talk about Ayin Bet Atvan, I'm talking in a different Shem in my head. When I'm talking at the Av, I'm talking on this specific. So what's this Shem represents? This Shem represents Chokhmah. The Shem represents Yud. So what's this? If we talked about Yud K Vav K, Kotzod the Yud, the Arich, then you have a Yud, is gonna consider Abba. What's all these? So we have a general rule in the Kabbalah. We have 5 things like we said it before. We're going to have a Kol Tzameh, Kelim Levushim Tzelamim Mochin Orod. Kelim, which just means the vessel. As we see, I have a vessel, which is my body. Levush, as you see, I'm talking just physical in order for us to understand. Levush, which just means my dress. Tzelim, which just means my shadow. That you walk in the sun or in the moon, you could see the shadow. Mochin, intellect, we really don't see because it's not physical, tangible. But once a person speaks, you would know where is he standing in his mind. 5th thing is the or, which just means the light that gives the pumping through 4 things, which is to the mochin, to the tzelamim, to the levushim, v'kelim. The more down we're going to get to this world, like we are today, the more physical, tangible we see stuff, right? Then you have kol kelim, levushim, tzelamim, mochin, orod. From the orod, you have or and sof, you have or ta'amim, which just means you have 4 things. Ta'amim, nikudot, tagin, otiot. Tanta, it's called. Tanta in a shirt. Ta'amim, nikudot, tagin, otiot. Ta'amim, which just means the ta'amim that you have in a Torah. So the Ora Ta'amim, and Ora and So Baruch Hu, Bidlabesh. So you have Ora and So Baruch Hu. I'm going to go now from the up, down, instead of down, up. Up, down, which just means from Ora and So Baruch Hu, which is Hashem, gives the pump. Then you have Ora Ta'amim, it's a lower. Then you have Or, that is going to go to the body, and from the or is going to go the mochin, which is we see right now, which is then is going to be tzelim, then is going to be levush, then is going to be kelamim. So everywhere, this is a general rule. Where are you going to see Yud Ke Vav Ke? Where are you going to see Avsagma Ben? Where you're going to see Eke Bamilu'o, which is Kasa Kamakana. Everywhere where you're going to see without Nikudot, everywhere Shemot is considered B'Shem Mochin, which just means intellect. Again, where Yud Ke Vav Ke, you're going to see plain Yud Ke Vav Ke, this is for me Mochin. I already know. Huh?
In Amidah.
In everywhere. Right now you're going to look at Yud Ke Vav Ke, right? You're looking at not or, you're looking at the Mochin, you're looking at the intellect. So where? Yeah, Yud Ke Vav Ke. If we're going to see Yud Ke Vav Ke, for me it's automatically where I'm going to see in the Sidur of Arashash, it's automatically represent for me Mochin. Mochin, which just means intellect, understanding. So the brain. So the brain is the Mochin.
That's without Nikudot.
Without Nikudot. So what gives this Mochin a Chayut? It gives Ora Makif, Ora Primi. Ora Makif, Ora Primi, which just means you have a Or that needs to give a life to the Yud Ke Vav Ke. So what is going to be? Every Eke, which just means Aleph Ke Yud Ke, I'm not going to say by the name, Eke is going to be Ora Makif. Ora Primi is going to be Yud Ke Vav Ke Ima Nikud. Nikud, which just means with the vowels. Everywhere you're going to see, like in a Sidur, many times you see, in the Shmona Esrei Avodat HaKodesh, you see over there with the Nikud, different Nikud. So each Nikud represents Kamatz. We have first Nikud is going to be Kamatz. Kamatz milashon Kometz. Kometz, which just means closed in. Kamatz is going to be Keter. So every time I'm going to see Nikud with the Eke, with Yud Ke Vav Ke, with the Nikud Kamatz, I know this is Keter. The second one is Patach, with Piticha, which is opening, which is Chokhmah. That's the second Nikud I'm going to see. So everything, the Nikudot, it gives the, like, Nikud would change the mashmaut of the milah. The Nikud would change the definition of the word. The way you're going to put the valve, the way you're going to put, that's the way you're going to change the definition. Same thing over here, the Nikud would change the mochin, which just means the intellect, with what kind of intellect we are getting in that moment. So whatever we're going to learn right now is we're going to say Yud Ke Vav Ke Bamilui Av. This is going to be mochin. What kind of mochin? right away, if I'm going to see Shem Av, I'm going to say this is Chokhmah. This is well known. So Bina, we're going to go to Sag. Sag is going to be Bina. Yud Vav Dalet, Hey Yud, Vav Aleph Vav, Hey Yud. This is going to be Sag. Then you have that's by Yudin also called. You see it? Then Gematria Av. ועוד ה' ראשונה שהוא בינה, יש בו הוויה מילוי כזה. י' ו' ד', ה' י' ו' א' ו' ה' י'. שבספרם גימטריה סג. אוקיי? ועוד ו' שהוא התפארת, יש בו הוויה מילוי דאלפין. Then you have a תפארת, which is תפארת include חסד גבורה תפארת נצח הוד יסוד. So in that you have י' ו' ד', ה' א', ו' א' ו', ה' א'. אוקיי? שמספרם גימטריה מה? When we're talking about over here Gematria, let me not make over here. It's not some local me rabbi or some rabbi says Gematria in this. We're talking about over here Gedolei Olam. So we say whatever the Arizal says, it's black and white. Whoever somebody else says Gematria, kol hakavod, I will listen to him, but it's not Arizal. Listen. So whatever the Arizal says, this chad v'chalak, which just means this is guarantee. Whoever says somebody else Gematria, because people taking Gematria so lightly. But over here, he gives us the idea what's going to happen in a shefa, which just means of the abundance we're going to get. So Gematria Ma Misparam, it's very good to know all these shemot, because the shemot also you're going to use in mikvah, the shemot you're going to use in a kiddush, the shemot you're going to use in a mikabetz netchei amo Israel afsak ma ben. You need to know the shemot. So the shemot also is going to clear the person's mind in many, many ways. Okay? You could actually think about this shemot while you're sleeping or while you're talking. You could think about those, except in the places that you're not supposed to be, like in a bathroom or in where all the yes.
The yud is always the same. It's the hey, k, vav.
What do you mean?
The gematria. The way you pronounce it, that changes the gematria.
Yud vav dalit always gonna stay yud, correct?
Right.
The only good question. So yud is gonna stay always yud vav dalit.
Yes.
Just the hey vav k, they're gonna change. So hey is gonna change to hey yud, hey aleph, hey hey. So this is considered the hey vav k is gonna change, but the yud does never change. The chokhmah is always stay the same. Okay, ועוד ה' אחרונה שהוא מלכות, שהוא בו הוויה מילוי ההין, כזה, שמספרם גימטריה בן. So סך הכל, we're gonna also, you see it, guys? So we're gonna call this afsak ma ben. Or we're going to call in a short version, Asmap, which is means Afsak Ma Ben. This is, we talk about, automatically we talk about Chokhmah Bina, Tferet, Malchut, or we're going to talk about Chokhmah Bina, Chesed Gvura Tferet, Netzach Hod Yisod, Malchut. Okay, so far so good. We have any questions? Yes, go ahead. Don't be shy.
There's no questions, it's a big problem.
ואף על פי כל אור וכל אור ואור יש תכונה.
You want us to maybe show them the book? You guys have to see inside the book because it's spelled out.
You guys want to take a picture of the page?
It's spelled out. It's spelled out.
Maybe a picture with your phone.
שיפעף על פי כל אור ואור, שהספירה וכל הספירה יש לה תכונה וגוונה בפני עצמו, להנהיג על ידי אותם עולם, ואין זה דומה לזה. He says ספירה חוכמה, ספירה חסד, ספירה בינה. He says everything it depends how we interact with Hashem and how our relationship with Hashem. As we explained in the previous shiur, you have a window, and a window is different colors. So if the window is blue, you're going to bring the light as blue. But the sunshine is changed, never change. The Or Ein Sof never change. It doesn't change. It all depends on us, what we're doing. זה לא דומה לזה. One is not compared to another. אף על פי כן חילק הקדוש ברוך הוא אותם לשלושה קווים. Now הקדוש ברוך הוא brings down to the three קווים. קווים which just means three lines. והם קו ימין שהוא קו החסד, שבו נכללות שלושה ספירות חוכמה חסד נצח. So we have, look at me Rabbi, we have three קווים. We have קו ימין, which is the right column, the left column, and the middle column. There's a reason why they break down in the columns. Columns, when they broke down, it comes in Olam HaTikun, which just means fixing of the Olam. So also we're going to have, it's called so-called Chacham, which is means we're going to break it down to the columns. Chacham, which is the right column, Chochma Chesed Netzach. The left column, Baga, Bina Gvura Hod. The middle column, Dat Feret Isod.
It's the hands.
No, it just you could say as a hands. The right hand from the up, from the head unto the toe is going to be the Chochma you have in the brain, the right brain. Chesed, which is the right hand. The right shock, which just means the right thigh with the leg, is going to be Netzach. And the left is going to be Bina, which is on the left side. Gvura, which is going to be the left hand. When a Hod is going to be in a left leg. Then you have Dati, which just means where you put the kesher of Tefillin, you put Dat Feret Isod. And that's how you have in a Kavim, Chacham Bagadati. So we learn from here, Chacham Bagadati you have. Okay, or they're going to go Baga, it goes in the order Chacham Bagadati. It depends how you're going to bring the or, how you're going to lamshich it or. So we learn right now, Yud Ke Vav Ke is broke down to the Kotzod Yud, then we broke down to Af Sagma Ben, then we broke down to Chacham Bagadati. It's very important to know these terms, because once you know these terms, you would have more and more of clarity in the later on. It's going to be much, much easier. Okay? So we continue. ועל ידם מנהיג הקדוש ברוך הוא את עולמו במידת חסד הגמול, ראוי לכך. He says, הקדוש ברוך הוא, if he needs to bring an oram chesed, which just means that's the way the world needs to accept the light, which is through the kindness, Kadosh Baruch Hu would send kindness to this world. Kav small shu kav gura b'cholo svira bina gura v'hod. And the left column is going to be bina gura v'hod. Right? It's called also barashet tevot baga. ועל ידם מנהיג הקדוש ברוך הוא במידת הדין גמול ראוי לכך. If God forbid there's going to be judgment in the world, if the world, it depends on our masim and our deeds, that's what the Kadosh Baruch Hu is going to send to us according to the deed of we doing it according to the Gvura. וכן קם אמצע מכריע קו חסד והגבורה שהוא קו הרחמים. He says קו אמצעים, which just means the middle column is considered not a Gvura, not a so kindness and not so judgment. It's in a rachamim, mercy. שבו נכללות 3 ספירות. In the middle, we're going to have 3 ספירות. Keter, Dat, Teferet, Ve'isot. They're going to be all in a middle kav. Keter is always going to be in a middle kav. Okay? Dat, Teferet, Ve'isot. Dat, Teferet, Ve'isot. הוא קו הרחמים שבו נכללות 3 ספירות שהוא ודעת היא חיצונית של הכתר. He says the keter is, when he's counting the keter, he's not counting the dot. There's a reason why he's doing that. התפארת ויסוד נזכר בראשי תיבות כדתי. Or we could say in ראשי תיבות כדתי. כתר, דת, תפארת, יסוד, וזהו. So far so good. שעל ידם מנהיג הקדוש ברוך הוא עולמה במידת הרחמים. If our הקדוש ברוך הוא wants to be mercy to us. והוא כשאדם מצד עצמו אינו ראוי כל כך חסד, אז הקדוש מרחם עליו במידת הרחמים. What if a person is not ראוי? ראוי, which just means he doesn't fit to the category of to be rachamim. Rachamim, which is being, Hashem will be merciful on that person, or Am Yisrael. And al yedei that, he says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu would send us rachamim to these sfirot, which is Keter Da'at, Teferet, Isod, V'Malchut. Va'ata, so we're in a Vav, on Vav, right? Va'ata teda, and we have to know, Shlosha sfirot rishonom Keter Chuma Bina, and Nizkarim Barashit Tevot Kachab. We're going to also use them as a Keter Chuma Bina, which is called Kachab. It says we have to know. Hem nikraim mochin. They consider intellect. Shalehem neimar anistarod laHashem elakenu. And for there it says anistarod, which is something hidden from us, is to Hashem. Shein lanu behem mushum hasaga. He says we don't have no grasp on it, which is we have no idea what it is. V'sheva tachtonim, which is chesed, gurat, teferet, netzach, hod, yisod, malchut. Nikraim midod. They consider midod, characters, traits. Okay? Shalehem neimar niglad lanu v'lemunanenu. It's for our revelation and our understanding. Klomar al yadem yochlim la'asik et hanaga borei yitbarach baruch hu. True. When we saying, I want to understand Hashem, you cannot understand Hashem. I'm sorry to tell you, because nobody able to understand Hashem, how Hashem works. through his Torah, the Torah through Moshe Rabbeinu he gave us, we were able to get closer to him. But to understand why ABC happening and why Hashem doing this, yeah, you Shara Kavanot, Arizal, and Shara Gilgulim, we could able to know what's happening, why the world is happening the way it's happening. But it's still, the way Hashem works is mysterious, which is the mochin, which means in the intellect of Hashem. Nobody able to get to that. Nobody. And the biggest tzaddikim, the biggest talmidei, the tanaim, the amoraim, nobody. We only know how is HaKadosh Baruch Hu act towards us. That's the only way we know. But untouchable in a sense of what HaKadosh Baruch Hu into relationship with us, we don't know. Only we know, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, "Im bechukotai tilechu," you go according to my laws. In Parasha Kitavo, if you're going to go this ABC, you're going to have a baracha. If not, it's opposite. So we have a rules and regulation in Torah, which is put us in a vessel. And that through the vessel, we're able to litnaheg. Second thing, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us a body. Everybody gives in a body, right? The body is already ready. But what we're missing the intellect. Mochin. Not neshama, mochin. Neshama, you could say, because neshama interreacts with the odd hay, which is the first hay of the Yud Kei Vav Kei. And that neshama, because you have, when you say neshama, you have 5 things. You have nefesh, ruach, neshama, chaya yichida. Nefesh, ruach, neshama, chaya yichida. V'nefesh v'ruach, which means the 2 first levels, the lowest, we already have it. Each one of us have it, no problem, because we have the body. We're missing the 3 upper ones. We're missing the neshama, we're missing the chaya, v'yichida. They also correspond to the letters of Yud Kei Vav Kei. Kotzot the Yud is going to be yichida, which is the highest level. And the Shabbat, v'ani tfilati, erev Shabbat, and the mincha of the Shabbat, you're able to get that, the 5th of it, you're going to get to that level. Okay? B'ezrat Hashem. So, you have Yud Kei Vav Kei. Yud Kei Vav Kei corresponds to the Nefesh, is the lowest one, which is each one of us have it. Okay. Huh? Friday you're going to get only 3. So, Baruch Hu et Amunai HaMevorach. First, Boy Kala. Then Baruch Hu et Amunai HaMevorach. Then you're going to get for the Ufros Alenu Skach Lemecha, you're going to get Nefesh Ruach Neshama. So if you're getting Nefesh Ruach Neshama, you already got Nefesh Ruach Neshama. No. You're getting the Nefesh Ruach Neshama of the night, which is Friday night. In the morning, Nishmat Kol Chai, which is, Kaf HaChaim, he says you need to get up. Nishmat Kol Chai, you're going to get a Nefesh. Ayeh, you're going to get Ruach. Okay? I'm sorry. Nishmat Kol Chai, you're going to get Nefesh. Amunai Sfatai Tiftach V'yagit Ilatecha and Shacharit in the morning. Before you're going to say Baruch, you're going to get Ruach. The third one, you're going to get a neshama, ayeh makom kavodo, you're going to get neshama. But you just told me, nefesh ruach neshama, you're getting, last night you got it. How did you get it in the morning again? Why is it allowed like this? Yeah, the reason you're getting at nighttime is come from the female part, which is from the night. The daytime come from the sun, which means for the male part, you're getting from the male part, nefesh ruach neshama, from dad. So that's how you can connect.
Does it matter when a guy was born?
Huh?
Does it matter when a guy was born?
No, you have to go look at it in Masechet Shabbat, page 156, about Mazalot. It depends if you're born under the Mars. That's the question you're asking.
No, I'm saying the guy born by day, is this neshama coming more from the male side?
Yeah, you could say it, but it doesn't make a difference because each one of us have to work to get the Nefesh Ruach Neshama Chaya Yichida. We have to. So that's the question you need to ask. Beautiful question. Clarity, understanding, safek. You don't have a doubt. That's what do to it. That's a good question because.
It happens automatically even if you don't have a Kabbalah?
So if you don't have, if the Arizal says if somebody does not do Shtay Mikra Chatargum, like our dear friend Mordechai, right? For 10 years he's been doing it no matter what comes through his life, right? Maybe 15 years. So he needs to do Shtay Mikra Chatargum. Then he needs to go to Mikvah. that preparation able to get the nefesh ruach neshama. If somebody does not do it, he's getting it, but I'm not so sure how much.
So without even having, so you don't, you do that, you don't have to have Kabbalah during Nishma, during...
Of course. You're aware of what's happening, but also you need to pray, you need to prepare yourself Erev Shabbat. So Erev Shabbat you need to do Shtay Mikra Echad Targum, and you need to go to mikvah. The reason you're doing Shtay Mikra Echad Targum, because this world is Etz Adat Tovara. This world is mixed with the good and bad. So when you do Shtay Mikra, which is means Mikra, it's a Lashon HaKodesh, Ve'echad Targum, which is means Achoraim, which is means it's a Klippa. You're cleaning the Klippa right now for the whole week. That's why you're doing Erev Shabbos, and this is you have the kochot, the strength to do it. That's why you need to do Shtay Mikra Echad Targum, like the Arizal says. That's the way my teachers did it. The first thing in the morning, they didn't run nowhere, and that's what it is, Shtay Mikra Echad Targum. And the best way to go Erev Shabbat to mikvah, too close to the Shabbat. If somebody can make it, they could do it after Chatzot, before Chatzot, whatever it is. Yes.
I thought since a person is doing Shtay Mikra Echad Targum, you could go before Chatzot.
Right. No, I'm just saying that.
Allows you to go before.
Right. It's a preparation. It's you preparing your vessel to accept this nefesh ruach neshama for the week. So nefesh ruach neshama of Shabbat, where you're talking about boi kala, where you're talking about baruch. That's the only reason baruch hu et amunai hamevarach v'gerab. Only once a week. It's only on erev Shabbat. That's all. On the regular days, we don't get up on a baruch hu et amunai hamevarach. We're not Ashkenazim. With Sfaradim, the reason we're doing it, the Arizal says the reason we're doing it, because we want to accept that ruach to us, extra ruach, that's a kavod for him to get up in front of that. So that's why you're accepting it.
So if that's the reason, you have to get up. So on every point that you were making, you need to get up.
According to Kaf HaChaim, even Nishmat Kol Chai, you need to get up because that Nishmat Kol Chai, he says, why did you get up in a boi kala? You accepted the Shabbat, correct? If you accepted the Shabbat, you accepted the Nefesh. So why can't you not get up? If you accept it at the nighttime, it's pachot level, it's less level, whatever the nighttime, the Nefesh Ruach Neshama you're getting, during the daytime, you're getting much greater. Okay?
So this lasts for the whole week or lasts for Shabbat? How long does it last?
So it lasts until Motzei Shabbat. Then you have Hayom Yom Rishon, Hayom Yom Sheni, Hayom Yom Shlishi. These 3 days you're going to bring Nefesh Ruach Neshama. Some he'ara, some impression will leave with you when you say this pasukim, Hayom Yom Rishon, Hayom Yom Sheni. And when you do Havdalah with the Besamim, the reason you're doing the Havdalah with the Besamim, so la'achzor the Nefesh that wanted to leave the person, that's why a person is sometimes he's weak, Motzei Shabbat, he does not have so much strength, right? That's awareness, he says, that's from Chadasim. So that's why Chadasim. So there's a so Chadasim. Yeah, maybe you make with the rabbi some shiur, extra shiur that it gives you the boost and the motivation. So that's why the Arizal says it's good to have a Chadasim during the nighttime and during the Motzei Shabbat. Chadasim is the 3 myrtles. 3 myrtles represents Chokhmah Bina Da'at, and through that you also get that Nefesh Ruach Neshama to you. And it's supposed to be not. It's better to not to have Chadash Shoteh, but they sell it everywhere. Chadasim, not everywhere. I think in Regal Park or some other place. Okay, we continue. Any questions? So.
It's very interesting when Rabbi said this because my wife asked me to ask Rabbi why I keep getting nauseous Motzei Shabbat, and now you just said it all clicks to make sense.
Also take a sugula. I'm not a rabbi of sugula. Baruch Hashem, you have a lot of rabbis of sugula, but certain sugulat you could do. You could. I'm all about learning and doing the facts. Okay, sugula, it's good. My rabbis taught me sugula. It's extra help, but nothing sugula. I'm sugula like Torah. So. Take hot showers, okay? It's good to take a hot shower and drink hot water and drink to have a kavanah from the Bear Miriam, okay? You probably have this in a siddur many times printed.
Like a text for
it? That's right. So drink the hot water and also take a hot shower, and that's able to help you.
What was your question?
Motzei Shabbat.
Right, Motzei Shabbat. Right. Okay, so we continue. Yes, Rabbi John, we're listening to you. Va'ata תדע 3 ספירות, like we said it before. להשיג הנהגה בורא יתברך. לכן, so our avodatenu, I forgot the point to make, our job to bring all the time Chokhmah Bina Da'at. That's our job. Our job is all the time bringing Chokhmah Bina Dat. How do I bring a Chokhmah Bina Dat? How can I bring? When we put a two tefillin, which is Rashi Rabbeinu Tam, we're going to bring Chokhmah Bina automatically. So we're going to put at the same time Rashi Rabbeinu Tam, we automatically bring in Chokhmah Bina. So we're going to bring a Chokhmah Bina on the hand and Chokhmah Bina on the head. So what? Ask your local rabbi. Right. The reason is why he says one after another. So he says because the small tefillin, we open up many small tefillin. The small tefillin they found out pasul, which just means not kosher. So that's why he was chashash, which just means he was very skeptical on that. But Rav Mordechai Eliyahu, Rav Chacham Ben Zion Abu Shaul, Kaf HaChaim Ben Ishchai, all others, Baba Sali, all others, okay, Rav Yaakov Hillel, all others, they did wear it too and did not worry about that. Chacham Ovadia, of course, he has a Tana I'm talking in front of Chacham Ovadia, whatever he does. So again, like the Pirkei Avot says, Taseh lecha Rav, you should do yourself a rabbi. Selek min hasafek, you have a doubt, he's gonna guide you. Okay? There's rabbis that do like this. There's rabbis like I know many rabbis that do not according to the Chacham Ovadia, even they follow the psak of the Chacham Ovadia.
Putting it back to back is like putting it at the same time?
No, Arizal says Arizal says it's like you never put it in your life, tefillin. So because you didn't put the Rashi in Rabbeinu Tam, even though Chacham Ovadia yourself in a Yabiya Omer in the first Chelek, that's the Hagdama that he brings. He says that if according to Vilna Gaon, that's, of course you guys not Ashkenazim, 63 pairs of tefillin he needs to put. But the Arizal specifically says how many tefillin you need to put. You need to put Rashi Rabbeinu Tam, which is Rashi, it's a Bina. Rabbeinu Tam is the Chokhmah. Keter is going to be Shumoshe Rabbah. That's the only way. 3. Chabad, they have, as soon as they turn bar mitzvah, they put Rashi Rabbeinu Tam one after another. That's what. Huh? Yeah. On a bar mitzvah, like I said it. Right. So they put it Chabad. They already put. Right. Shumoshe Rabbah is the Keter. So each one of you, my students that I have, they get connected with me. They already put after 2-3 months. They meet with me. I said, listen, you have the mochin. You're able to bring that intellect of the Shumoshe Rabbah. Chacham Ben Zion Abu Shaul says, are you allowed to put Shumoshe Rabbah in an Ashkenazi Bet Knesset? Nobody puts. He says, yes, because that's your Rotze. It's not considered Lotit Gadadu, which just means you're separating yourself. He says that's according to the Arizal, that's what you're doing. So it's not considered separation. Chacham Ovadia Yosef says if you Mifursam B'Chasidut, which just means you're going olam like our rabbi, and like this, you no problem to put in Shumoshe Rabbah and a Mincha. So he says he's Mifursam B'Chasidut, which just means that's what he does. He takes all the mitzvot so stringently, and he wants to get connected to the mitzvot. So again, machloket ben poskim. Even though Chacham Ovadia says like this, Chacham Ben Zion Abu Shaul says like this, but my rabbi, Rav Nisim Peretz, regardless who says what, whatever the Arizal says, the Torah means Sinai, we say, and that's what we do it, and that's it. Even all the poskins will say, do it, not do it, we don't take that in consideration, because whatever the Arizal says, we follow the path of the Arizal, and Arashash, which is Rav Shalom Sharabi, and other Chassidut, you whoever follow, but that's the way I accept it, and that's the way I teach to all my students. And for many years, many of my students have a Shumoshe Rabbah. When my cousin turned Baal Tshuva, he right away got 3 tefillin. He got Rashi Rabbeinu Tam and Shumoshe Rabbah. Right, that's for Mincha time. Continue. So don't be afraid.
What's the Shumoshe Rabbah exactly?
Shumoshe Rabbah is the same thing like Rashi. It's like a Rashi, that's the name. Rabbeinu Tam, that's his grandson. Shumoshe Rabbah is another Rishon, which is, he says he has to be the tefillin, Etzbaim, which just means he has to be big. It's the same, Svara of Rashi, but it's like Chabad, beautiful. He has to be big, okay? That's the way he says that Shumoshe Ben Ishchai says, my father used to put from Rosh Chodesh Elul until Rosh Hashanah, he just put Shumoshe Rabbah, he says, just for those 30 days. And he says, even once you put it and you buy it, once you put it, it's also good enough. But he says, my father used to put from the Rosh Chodesh Elul until the Rosh. Yes. Correct.
Next project.
Right. The reason I'm doing because I want to sell the tefillin. That's why I'm promoting over here. Okay. Let's go forward, guys. So B'ezrat Hashem, we're going to continue. May Hashem give us baracha, tzlacha, briyut, arbe nachat, B'ezrat Hashem. So we see גאולת משיח, וכן יהי רצון ולומר אמן. Thank you for listening, thank you for coming.